Welcome in, everybody. So tonight is an elemental check-in. It's just going to be a quick one. I'm going to do for the earth signs, air signs, fire signs, and water signs. Please take what resonates, leave what doesn't. If you're a cross-watcher for a particular sign, switch the roles as you see fit. This is ultimately a confirmation to what you already know. I'm speaking on energy, I'm not speaking on people. If you think it's about you, personally, chances are it's not. If it resonates with you, and if it triggers something within you and it facilitates some sort of healing, let it. I hope you all had a good day. Welcome in, everyone. Welcome in, members. Welcome in, Sky Viking. And Julie as well. Yes, it is. It's definitely action-packed. There's some people out here furious. That their karmic bullshit didn't work. It's actually turning out to be a major backfire for them. Okay. Great Spirit, guides, guards, protectors, angels, ancestors, divine light. Please be here to provide a collective elemental for my beautiful tribe, my supporters, and the people that need to hear this message this evening. Let only the best blessed messages come through. Let it lead to our highest good. Haven't done one of these in a while, so I hope the messages that are coming out are beneficial for everyone. I'm praying and hoping for some good messages to come out. Maybe not so karmic. because I think we all need a little bit of hope. Things are going to work out. Let's start off with the oracles. Okay, so this is for the earth signs to start. So if you are a Taurus, Virgo, or a Capricorn in divine energy, I very well could be talking to you. So you have luck on your side. For some of you, you very well could be guided to not take a leadership position. Or maybe you feel that it's not. I'm really kind of picking up on, for a particular timeline, that this particular leadership position isn't necessarily what you wanted specifically. You kind of wanted to be a little bit more down low within the occupation I feel that you've been working with. Maybe behind the scenes. I do feel that the divine is guiding you to maybe only bite off more. Don't bite off more than you can chew and try to stay grounded. As an earth sign, this is most definitely something that you're good at for the most part. However, there very well could be something within a leadership position that might look like good luck, but you're guided to use your discernment before you take that on. The cycle. The innocence. So somebody's very guilty in their motives behind this. They do not want a cycle to end. And there's a bit of a distrust with this dynamic. So be very, very careful as to how you go about this, earth sign. Okay? I think you're being guided away from this ill intention. Okay? To try to renew a particular cycle with a particular individual. This person is not to be trusted. Okay? Now, this could very well be that you are dealing with an earth sign that wants to come back in and they're not to be trusted because they have a guilty conscience maybe, and they want to continue some sort of cycle. So be very careful with who you are collaborating with, okay? Can I get some messages out of this one too for the earth signs? Somebody's in denial. And there's some sort of jealousy. And this is something that they do not want to reveal. They very well could be trying to get by with lies, deception, trying to leave people in the dark about the truth, about their jealousy, the rumors, the pettiness, the being envious, talking behind someone's back. Something about being a side piece, mistress, flirting with others, other woman, a secret hookup, could be man or woman. Can I get anything for clarification? Yeah, somebody did not want to be cut off. Somebody did not want you to make an erratic decision, or maybe they're on the fence about making an erratic decision. Or they could be feeling that you are the side piece and they are at, they are thinking that you are at a point of erratic decisions. They're kind of on the fence as to whether or not you want to be extreme. But I don't think that's the case. I think this is them. And as much as I'd like to get into the fact that this is for a divine earth sign, I feel there's a karmic dynamic here too as well. Can I get the clarifier card? Ascending. So we've got ascending, learning, transcending, preparing for union, new phase. But this is on its side. So because of that, it's like they want this old cycle to continue. They don't want you to move on. They don't want you to ascend. Something about wanting a union with you. Reconciliation, coming back, making it work, second chance. You could be dealing with, or you could be, somebody wants to work things out. They're almost begging. They want to negotiate some sort of term or condition. So you could very well be dealing with the Taurus. You could be a Taurus. But Taurus is definitely coming out quite a bit in this reading, energetically. It could be a Virgo. It could very well be a Capricorn that you're dealing with. What's the scoop, Spirit? What's the tarot? What is the tarot for the earth signs? There's some sort of justice, balance. I do get an interesting, beautiful energy out of that. The devil as well. But it's in the reverse. And we're cutting out on the Seven of Pentacles. So somebody's getting justice because somebody wanted somebody not be fruitful. And because they cut out the fray, it's like somebody come in to sabotage what someone was building. And because you pretty well exorcised and eradicated this toxic energy out of your experience, this is why you're receiving justice. Can I get clarification on that? Regarding a King of Cups in the reverse, and I'm really picking up Cancer energy here, not gonna lie. It could be a Pisces, it could be a Cancer, it could be a Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. Somebody's very much trying to manipulate you when you're in this Empress energy. They can't even compete, but they don't compare. Empress Emperor energy is a lot higher status than this King of Cups in the reverse. Like, I'm sorry, but it's like you're clearing out some sort of betrayal, which is a good thing, ultimately. You're eradicating it. The Sun in the reverse. So there could have been a lot of very unhappy, somebody trying to leave you in the dark, the world on the top with the Fool. So somebody's trying to get you to question, okay. So the betrayal was, there's a King of Cups trying to manipulate a situation, trying to manipulate your justice by getting absolutely everything that you're pouring into to be null and void. But you cut that out. You cut that out of the fray. And they're trying to manipulate your Empress energy, your ability to create, your ability to nurture that creation. And the Fool here in the reverse with the World, this is, they want you to overlook and overthink your ascension. They don't want you rising, right? But you're being seen anyway, okay? But they're trying to make you look delusional, but it's not working. People see you in a higher light than that, is what I'm picking up on. And I'm really picking up on you're dealing with a Taurus, or there's a Taurus out here watching me right now, and you're dealing with a Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio that's trying to ruin somebody's life. And you're seeing how this person is actually not getting justice for doing this to this person. And it's like you're wanting to come forward and speak on it, about this jealousy behind the scenes that they didn't want illuminated. And something about somebody being in denial as a side piece. Like, I'm picking up somebody was supposed to know they were a side piece, and it was kept from them. I'm really picking up on an open relationship. So there was some sort of an open relationship, and it wasn't supposed to be open when it was divulged to you, or to divulge to someone else. Like, somebody was all for it, and then somebody wasn't. Somebody didn't even know that they were a side piece. But somebody's out here saying that they were in denial, that they just didn't talk about it. And it was all just for jealousy, just to make somebody jealous. But I really get a picture like that they wanted somebody to chase someone, is what I'm picking up on. But this whole plan did not work. It was all about manipulating emotionally. All because you were in this Empress energy. And somehow I feel like this King of Cups, or this Taurus, wants to clear out some sort of betrayal with whoever I'm speaking to, whoever is resonating with this message. It's either that, or I don't know. There's a multiple, like I feel like I'm talking to someone that's dealing with two other people. That's dealing with the Taurus that I'm not talking about, which I'm supposed to be talking about, because this is the Earth signs. I think there's like an Earth sign and a Cancer, like a Taurus and a Cancer involved somehow, some way. Is what I'm picking up on. And I'm feeling like the King of Cups, so the Cancer was the manipulator. The Cancer was the one with the idea. Is there anything else to clarify this reading, collective? Spirits? Divine? Yeah. Okay, so the Five of Pentacles, the Knight of Wands reversed, and the Ace of Wands. So, yeah. So this was about leaving you out in the cold, making you act erratic because you had a new beginning coming in. Somebody wanted you feeling worthless because you were starting a new beginning. They wanted to distract you from this new beginning. They wanted you acting out of character, acting like... And they were trying to keep this quiet because they were jealous of you. And now they're in denial that they even did anything. And also something with the Sagittarius. Something they didn't think you'd see coming, but you've seen it. You've seen everything. Yeah, Knight of Pentacles, they were trying to keep you from moving forward. They wanted to stop you in your tracks. This is not the way I wanted the reading to go, but whatever. Yeah, they wanted to disempower you. They didn't want you to see this coming. But this King of Cups didn't see something coming. Their disempowerment, because of their manipulation. They didn't think that you had the strength to get through this, or they didn't have the strength to overcome what they were trying to do to you. Something to do with the Gemini. Ace of Pentacles in reverse and a Taurus. So they lost out because they partnered up and they tried to take this away from you. I figured there was a Gemini involved somewhere. They were committed to making sure that they were going to create a loss for you. But it seems as though this is a backfire. They wanted you to take a loss because you were connected to the divine and that you loved yourself. You chose yourself. And this is why they wanted you to take a loss. Like, these are very envious, very sadistic, very stupid, idiotic people that you're dealing with. Whoever this is resonating with. It's really given cross-watcher kind of energy. As much as I want to read for the divine earth signs, I'm sorry. My bad. Welcome in, Renee. Welcome in, Marine. Is there any closing message for this reading? I'm going to do another earth sign. Yeah, so they wanted to have you in absolute disgust about some sort of failing foundation. They didn't want you getting all the information, and they wanted you in sadness. They wanted to leave you with no closure, and they wanted to totally disrupt your whole foundation of what you were building for yourself and what you were committed to through magic. But you're still independent. You're still standing on truth. You're very observant. You're learning and adapting. You're nurturing your foundation anyway. And you know you deserve better than this. That's why you continue to walk away. And you're focusing on solitude. You're focusing on your own inner light. Even so they don't want you to move forward, you're very blessed. You have a lot of talent. You have a lot to look forward to. Despite their lies, despite all the bullshit that they're saying, you're going to have collaboration. Your higher self, your higher power, it's not going to leave you hanging, collective. If this is the cross-watcher message, yeah, don't worry. This manipulation is all backfiring. You are getting justice for this because you've cut it all out. They basically tried to take away what you were building for yourself. Tried to get you to overthink it so you'd just stop and you wouldn't ascend. You'd end up going back to being a side piece that you didn't even realize you were. And they're jealous because you're moving on and up. You're elevating. And they're in denial. So they're casting lies and deception because they're jealous. Because you pretty well cut them off. And you're ascending anyway. They thought they were going to stop you. No, they're absolutely infuriated at the fact that luck is still on your side. Even so, they tried to thwart your leadership. And you're still guided. You're still getting guidance. They're trying to make you out to be fucking guilty and to relive an old cycle, and you don't trust them. So I don't blame you for not trusting them, collective. Whoever you are. So, meh. Whatever. Alright, so let's get a new message for the earth signs. I'm going to do this a little differently, just to keep it a little bit better. I'm just going to chalk that up as a collective message that needed to get out, because the cards just spewed it out, totally disregarded the message. Like, okay. It's almost like somebody was projecting that into the reading that it needed to be said, and I think that's why the divine brought it through. So I'm going to pick a card for Taurus. What's a card for Taurus? Okay. Virgo. How many? 3? Okay. And one more. And Virgo and Capricorn. Okay, Capricorn, you need to open up your mind and stop playing small. Please have patience in yourself and don't lose control. There's some sort of reactive abuse or somebody trying to test your patience, quite possibly, and your Spirit's asking you to not lose control. There very well could be a fact that you may feel like you're losing control, and you need to keep an open mind, okay? Virgo, you're feeling like you're trapped, you're not getting any type of peace, and you're having a hard time forgiving someone. So you may feel wronged. I feel that you're overthinking this. Like, I'm just going to use this as an example. If you're waiting for somebody to, let's say, pay you back, okay, for that matter, things have been an absolute struggle for these people. So, yeah, just keep your patience, really. Because it's not like they forgot you. I do feel that life is hard and life is very difficult. And, yeah. It's the principle of morality, I think, is very significant. But I think that by you remunerating on this, a feeling of trappedness, feeling of a very erratic and chaotic energy or chaotic space or place, there's definitely something here about really recognizing who you are, recognizing your peace, recognizing that as much as you want to feel that you're trapped, maybe there's something to look at first before you can be released. Okay? That's the kind of feeling I'm picking up. Taurus, the innocence in reverse, the wild card, and independence. So there's somebody out here very codependent. They're acting wild, quite possibly. I'm really picking up this wild card in reverse. I don't know why, but the independence and innocence is in reverse as well. So that could be significant. Somebody's very guilty as charged is what I'm picking up on. Taurus, you're not in the good seat tonight, apparently. Just with what I'm, I'm really picking up on a codependent energy with you. You're way too codependent regarding your situation. You're acting a little bit wild, and you're guilty as charged for what you've been doing behind the scenes. Not gonna lie. If you're in denial about it, that's a you problem. Okay? And you may be fuming right now, which doesn't surprise me in the least. I don't know why they're being so feisty, but you shouldn't play stupid games, and then that way you wouldn't win stupid prizes. Okay, Taurus? And I think I'm talking to a karmic Taurus, because there's no divine Taurus out here that would be ungrounded like that. You're definitely in your karmic energy, whoever I'm speaking to. Because karmic earth signs are very chaotic. Okay? They don't bring any peace. They don't bring any grounded energy. They're very unstable, unbridled. Yeah. So, let's see. Can I get 3 for Taurus? Okay, so you're being immature. You're under a fake profile, hiding from someone, maybe my current, whoever I'm speaking to. Behind the scenes, social media. We got side piece again on the bottom of the deck. Maybe you're the side piece, Taurus. And you don't like it. Oh yeah, you hate it. Yeah, you're absolutely not liking this at all. You're snapping out right now. No doubt. You're definitely fleeting. You're definitely not committed. There's definitely conditional, ungenuine motives behind your compassion. You're very, very codependent. It's kind of gross. Not gonna lie. Can I get 3 for my Virgos, please, to clarify this? So somebody doesn't forgive, somebody's not forgiven. Showing proof, validation, confirmation, finding the truth. And somebody is in their negative emotions. Oh. They ended up getting stuck because of some risky business. This is why they're trapped. They're very trapped because this Virgo got in caught with some risky business. Now they got a case and they can't get rid of it. Okay. This is why they're probably in and out, crashing out in their emotions in a negative way. Okay. Capricorns. Can I get 3 for Capricorn? Clarify there. Dumpster fire. Okay, so we got single, we got gamble, and we got moving. So they don't want you moving on, apparently. Or they don't want to move on, they don't want to take any risks, because they're not free, they're not single, they're taken. So Capricorn is not coming in, they're not taking a risk. They want you to have patience, though, because they're still dealing with some sort of a relationship. They're still dealing with some sort of a situation. They may have lost control with some sort of gambling. They don't want to take any more risks. And they want you to be open-minded to not moving on and waiting for them. This is coming from a Capricorn to someone out in the ethers. It's weird. It could very well be that there's a Capricorn out here wants to come in, but they don't want to gamble, they don't want to take risks. Maybe they're losing control because they're trying to be patient and open-minded. but it's like maybe they think that you're not single, that you're seeing someone. Or maybe you haven't became independent or free from someone and they don't want to take any risks. They don't want to show any feelings until this is dealt with. Frozen, not speaking, stonewall, not taking action. I don't know, collective. This is weird. Anyway, can I get some clarification with the Taurus? Can I get 3 cards? All right, so we have the Queen of Pentacles, we have the Tower, and we have the Temperance. Okay, so there's definitely something happening here where you're nurturing some sort of chaos. And I'm really picking up this Temperance is kicking your ass. You may be in... Taurus, what the hell are you doing out here? I'm really picking up the fact there's 2 timelines I'm picking up. Somebody's nurturing some sort of chaos regarding a Sagittarius. And this Sagittarius is staying honorable. I'm really getting a protective energy around this Temperance. I'm picking up on a whole league of angels with this Temperance card. Either way, collective, I do feel that there's definitely some sort of changes happening. I do feel that there's a Temperance. There's quite possibly, if this is the timeline, there's a Sagittarius in the mix here that's I don't know, I want to say they're going to bat for you if you're dealing with the karmic Taurus. I don't know why, but there's definitely something here about some major changes happening regarding somebody's fake profile. I'm really kind of picking out that there's definitely something sneaky going on with a particular profile that you don't know about. It could be regarding a Taurus. And I feel that there's some sort of backfire happening. Somebody is out here codependent to hating you, to being very disingenuous to you. They're codependent on your energy. I'm also picking up that there was someone that was commissioned to be very disingenuous to you, or someone is being disingenuous. Or the angels very well could be watching and seeing how there's definitely some sort of Taurian energy here that's being very sneaky, being very immature, very guilty, very wild, very codependent on hating you, trying to cause you chaos, all the while trying to make themselves look like they're nurturing. Because we have the Queen of Pentacles, so this could be a feminine. I don't know. It's very weird energy. Very crisscrossed energy, too. But I think the angels are watching this chaos. They're watching everything. All right, Virgos. 3 cards for Virgo. You got the Lovers. You need to love yourself, Virgo. Stop being so fucking difficult and stop being so hard on yourself. Can I get 2 more? The Sun. If you're constantly focused on everything that isn't perfect, of course you're going to see the darkness. But what is decent in your experience? You really need to start looking at that, because all I see is anxiety and darkness where you're concerned. And this is, I think, why the Lovers is coming out, because I feel that you are in combat with yourself right now. And this is where you need to definitely focus on you, because you're not peaceful. You're not feeling free. You're not feeling like you're in this energy of forgiveness. You're very much in your bitterness. And there's nothing but pain, suffering, and it's looking like anxiety and panic. So get it together. The Knight of Swords. Two more for Capricorn. Can I get 2 more for Capricorn? The Chariot. And the Hierophant. Wow. Okay, so there's definitely some sort of lies going on with a Capricorn. Knight of Swords reversed. Chariot. Something to do with not moving forward with some sort of commitment. Somebody is not committed. Somebody needs to be more open-minded rather than losing control. They need to be more patient. I don't know. But it's like really picking up like somebody's misunderstanding. Like if somebody thinks that you are with someone, I don't know. I get a feeling like somebody's single, but somebody thinks that they're not. Like with the Knight of Swords in reverse, I feel like there's somebody saying that they're with someone when they're not. And it's almost as if they're trying to have patience, waiting for you to come around and just be in that energy with them. But you're not moving. You're not taking the risk. And they think you're lost control because you're not wanting to commit to them. Like I'm really picking up on there's a Capricorn out here that thinks that their shit don't stink. That they're the best choice out of anyone. And you should be taking that choice. But you're not committed to this. You're not wanting to be open-minded to this. You're not moving forward with this. And it's like, come on, be open-minded to this. It's like they don't want to take no for an answer. It's the feeling I'm picking up on. Thank you, Sky Viking. Welcome in, Cody. Welcome in, Renee, Julie, Maureen. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Sweet dreams. I don't know. Collective. This is weird. Here I'm trying to do something nice and I don't know. Let's move on. Somebody needed to hear that, apparently. But whatever. If it was your message, it was your message. I don't particularly like these messages. I'd rather be giving different messages, but 'tis what it is. That's why I say take it or leave it. If you're sitting here getting offended at the fact that I'm speaking on certain shit, maybe you should look at yourself in the mirror. I wonder why you're triggered. Ay, ay, ay. Okay, air signs, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. I should just start calling these the cross watchers. The cross watcher readings whenever I do these elementals. Look. Because that's usually what it ends up to be. Yeah, somebody causing drama, trying to create drama right now, feeling the moment, becoming aware today, in the now. Creating problems, thirsty for attention, overreacting, drama queen. So there's clearly somebody doing something in behind the scenes. And they're going through an ego death because of this. You're putting them through an ego death. Okay, tell me more. Adrenaline, roller coaster ride, ups and downs, good and bad, rush of feelings. Okay? They can't tether, they can't tap into you anymore. And they can't avoid it anymore. They can't push away what they did. Yeah, gossip, completely done. You're completely done, so that way, you're moving on, you're ending cycles, lessons learned, coming full circle, and people are gossiping, spreading rumors, petty conversations, smearing your image, making you a fool. All because you're done with them. Like, you're walking away from these idiots, and they're having a tantrum. Because you're walking away. Like, make it make sense. Is this what the air signs are all about right now? Is that what we're tapping into? Because that's just stupid. Give me a break. Spirit saying it's gonna get spicy. I don't know. I don't even want to do this. I'm tired of this message. Tired of the drama. I'm tired of the bullshit. I'd rather just do personals. Because then I'm dealing one-on-one with you guys. I really rather do that. Because then I can just tap into your energy and I don't have to tap into the collective. It's just, I'm so tired of it. And not to disrespect the messages that are coming through from Spirit, but I'm just tired of it. It's a fucking all-out Jerry Springer show out here, with a side of Maury and a little bit of Judge Judy, and I just don't want nothing to do with it. I'd rather have a piece of land. I'd rather have my, you know, yeah. Not even gonna mention what I want, because fuck that. Got some fucked up energies watching me tonight. I know that. I can feel it. And that's not directed at my tribe either, collective. Just so you know, you guys are good. All right. All right, air signs. Let's start with you. Let's continue on. What's the overall Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy? I'll just start off with the energy and then I'll go into the three individuals. So somebody's not being open-minded to the mystery that is you. This could be a Gemini, Aquarius, or a Libra. You're going through transformation. There's a transformation here for you. You have the ability to shed your skin, air signs. You have opportunities, but you're not taking them by the looks of it. It's too much of a mystery, and that's why you want to keep closed-minded. And it's like I'm really picking up on a bunch of atheists that don't believe in certain things, and they're preventing their growth. Meanwhile, they're not calm. They're not doing well at all because somebody's got boundaries and somebody's letting go. I'm really kind of picking up on the fact that some of you air signs are feeling left behind because other people are creating boundaries. But with the passion card here in the reverse, I don't see any I don't see any good intention, because the exploration and the passion card is reversed, and then there's opportunities there. So this is clarifying the opportunities. They don't want you they do not want you exploring any opportunities regarding your passions. They don't want you going through any type of transformation, but they're trying to change your transformation. They're trying to turn you from a butterfly into a snake. I think this is a multi-transformation. For some of you air signs, there's definitely a transformation that's happening within you. I feel like you're stunting your growth, though, by getting caught up in the mystery. Oh, can I get 3 cards for Gemini, please? 3 cards for Gemini. Yeah. Okay. Looks like Aquarius got a couple more cards. That's all right. So Gemini, you got your intuition tapping in on you, and you are not liking what it's showing you. It's like something is haunting you, and you're recognizing that you are misguided, and you don't think that you can be going through what you're going through, and you're really kicking yourself for not tapping in and listening to your intuition with what it was telling you. You got caught up in a bit of a situation here where you were misguided. And it seems like you're not able to move forward regarding a particular situation here. What's going on with Gemini? Can I get 3 cards for Gemini to clarify what's going on? We got forbidden. We got shattered. We got heartstrings. Somebody wasn't playing with your heartstrings. You were misguided about somebody playing with your heartstrings, trying to get you entrapped, playing with your feelings. You were misguided about that. Somebody was very loyal to you. You were actually helping someone heal. It was more than just, somebody was actually legit with you. And because of this, like it's almost like you fumbled a diamond and it fell through the cracks. Somebody wasn't giving into pleasure. They weren't flirting with you. They did not want you as a temptation. They didn't want a love affair with you. They wanted something solid. Your intuition told you this, but you didn't listen to it. This person was healing. You were giving this person an option and a possibility to heal something within themselves. They were not playing with you. They were totally 100% legitimate. But I feel that somebody went behind the scenes and planted some sort of misguidance within your head, planted bugs in your ear, so to speak. That this person that you were with was playing with your heartstrings, they were just playing games. But they weren't. I'm really kind of picking up that somebody actually loved you. Now, this could be a Gemini. This could be a person that you were dealing with. Or you could be the person that actually loved this person. And you could be in the process of healing this situation. You may have already healed it. Can I get 3 for Libra? Okay. Whoa. Alright, so I'm picking up a bunch of different timelines here with the Libra. I'm just going to continue moving forward. Let's go to Aquarius. Alright, Aquarius, you're taking the table, I guess, tonight, so far. It's funny that the exact amount cards, other than this one here in the middle, come out with the same. But anyway. Something's being magnified. Something's being verified. Somebody wants proof of something. Somebody wants validation, confirmation, finding the truth. Somebody's asking questions. Somebody might be coming in to show you validation or proof. It could be a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Somebody could be finding out the truth. This could be the justice system looking into something as well with Libra, with the justice card. Somebody's abundance is protected. Aquarius, they are not having fun. They are not having fun at all. They had literally no boundaries. All the confidence in the world that they had it all in the bag. And they are guilty as charged. They can't escape their guilt right now. They're out here trying to uninspire you, collective. They're out here not wanting you to feel safe. They want you out here suffering. And this is why they're not in a good state right now. They can't avoid it. They can't push it away. They can't hide it. They cannot escape their guilt. It's eating them alive. And they do not like the fact that you actually do have confidence. It's almost like they want you to drop your boundaries so they can come back in again. I don't think that's going to happen, collective. All right, Gemini, 3 cards, please. We got the Ten of Wands. We got the Sun, both in reverse. Can I get one more? The Two of Swords. Okay. Libra. Can I get 3 cards, please? Preferably. Aquarius. Preferably 3 cards. This Aquarius needs to sit the fuck down. I'm not gonna lie. Because they're trying to make deals with the devil. And they have not a clue with what they're even doing. And I'm picking up on a karmic Libra. I'm picking up on a karmic Gemini. I'm definitely shining light on these karmics. Let's just say that much. That's okay, Michael. No, I haven't yet, JD. We're just on the air signs right now. It's already 1:30. Holy shit. Holy. All right. Gemini. You need to heal. You need to see things for what they are. If you're in sadness, there's reasons for it. You need to feel through it. Okay? Maybe there's some communication that you need to come forward with. Some truth, some communication to create an equilibrium. But I feel like you don't, because of the misguidance, you're kind of embarrassed with the fact that you took this misguidance for gospel when it was all a bunch of lies. And you're gutted because of it. I don't know. That's the feeling I'm picking up on. You definitely fumbled somebody. Libra. You're slowing yourself down regarding a transformation. This is a transformation that you can't come back from. It's like a caterpillar to a butterfly. You can't go back to being a caterpillar after becoming a butterfly. So that's very significant. You're slowing your healing. You're not answering the call. And you need to be answering the call, Libra. But it feels like you don't have the strength. It's almost as if you're trying to protect your own abundance. And I'm really picking up on that you are not protected from your misguided actions. I'm really kind of picking up on there's a huge betrayal about to happen. There's reasons why the divine wants you to heal, Libra. Because if you do not heal, then you do not have the strength or the willpower or the protection in order to answer your calling. And I think this is very significant. And I do feel that this could very well be either somebody trying to betray your healing or the healing that you have done, or there's out here somebody trying to outright betray you so that way you do not heal. But somebody out here does not want you to have the strength in order to answer the call. They're trying to diminish your protection and this divine intervention. Aquarius, you're very unbalanced, you're very guilty. You felt confident that this wild experience was going to bring you something, but you literally had no boundaries. Now you are in a position right now where you are presently unable to avoid what's coming for you. These people that you were taking risks with and thought that you were partying with were not your friends. These were not your friends. These were not people that you should have been associating with. These people that were, it could have been you, but these people that were casting false information, getting you to overthink, getting you to side with the toxicity. There's some sort of money in it. You're dependent on them. You're monetarily dependent on these people. And they're evil. You're playing with the devil. You best be careful. You're messing with a very toxic energy. And this ain't no threat to you. This is just confirmation that you shouldn't have been playing with this shit. You had no business. because you're not having fun anymore. You can't escape it. You can't escape what you've done. It's almost as if somebody wants you to pay up. Anyway. I'm just reading the cards the way they come out. My bad if it's not your message. Sorry. We lit up in here. Alright, fire signs. Let's get this done. Productivity. Things are going to get a little bit more busy for you. It's time to examine your productivity, disorganization, and indecisiveness. May be causing you to miss opportunities. Take a moment to prioritize your goals and get a clear view of how to get where you want to go and what will it take to get there. All right, Aries. New moon in Aries as of today, tomorrow. It's a good thing. It's a good time to start new beginnings. One more for Aries. Okay. Leo. Can I get 3 for Leo? Can I get one more for Leo? Okay. Can I get 3 for Sag? Sagittarius. Okay, Sag got a whole bunch, I guess. Alright, so... Alright. Interesting. Sag, keep things light and innocent right now. Alright, you may not have the strength to get through whatever you're dealing with because you don't see the vision. You may be feeling a little bit unproductive at this time. And I'm really kind of picking up a monotonous kind of energy with you, so you could very well be bored. There is an ebb and a flow about it, so just embrace the ebb and flow. There's going to be downtime, there's going to be uptime, so just kind of use your time wisely, is what I want to say, and just keep it light and flow, right? Work smarter, not harder, with the strength card in reverse. It's like you're trying to look the other way with something. You don't want to get involved into something that isn't productive. You don't see somebody's vision. You don't have the time or the strength or the energy to see something from a different perspective. Okay. All right. Aries. Let's give these a shuffle first. Hope everybody's doing well. Welcome in, Kitty. Welcome in, PJ. Conflict lost and bottled up. No? Okay. So somebody's bottled up with illusions, keeping things inside, not opening up, very deceptive. They're kind of finding themselves, but they're trying to They're trying to stay out of the conflict. They're not entertaining anything that's indifferent or incompatible with them. Not that they're running away or what, but they're not really entertaining it. And they're keeping their comments to themselves. I don't know. They could be in this, you could be in a very unbothered energy. You're not in denial, you're facing reality, and you're not out in this energy of revenge. I don't think you are, Aries. Can I get some... Yeah, you're not in this idea. You have very good self-control, Aries. You're not into the business of risky business. Deja vu. I'm getting a feeling like somebody's out here saying that you're very risky, but you have very good self-control. All right, Aries. People could be out here saying that you're carrying something, you caught a case of something, meanwhile you're negative across the board. You're very healthy. You don't have any sexual diseases. You don't really practice this whole unprotected sex thing, partner to partner, unsafe decisions. You're very much in self-control. I'm kind of picking up that you're picky. You're very patient. You're very reflective. You learn from the past. You don't like things repeating. You try to close out cycles. Yeah, you're not obsessed. You're not willing. You're not clingy. You're not in anxiety. You're more in a reflective mode. You're definitely not obsessed with whatever this energy is. Okay. There's the Leo out here seeking revenge, apparently. And they don't want things to be over. Sag? So, Sag, there could be something here about you being innocent. You're just trying to keep things light. Not too many expectations. And somebody's trying to get you to rage out. Somebody wants you to do something that's not... It's not in vibration with you. It's like somebody wants you to act out something and play a certain part that you don't want to have anything to do with. You don't have the time, the strength, or even the mental capacity to even do something particularly. It's regarding some sort of online site, hooking up, seeing someone, a one-night stand. You're not a fake. You're not sneaky. You don't play that game. You don't do stupid shit. You don't have the strength for it. You lack the vision for bringing somebody down. And somebody doesn't like that. Somebody wants you to be a part of their drama. And you're like, no, I'll pass, thanks. And it's like, again, I get this feeling like somebody doesn't want to take no for an answer. They keep bugging you about it. Sad, you're real as real can be. Okay, you're very honorable, whoever I'm speaking to, whatever this energy is. You very well could be trying to fan the flames, trying to calm the shit, calm the dumpster fire at this time. Somebody could have tried to pull you into something. They didn't want you seeing the truth. They didn't want you seeing the motive. And it's about stalling out somebody's productivity. And it's almost as if somebody was trying to use you to distract someone else. It's coming to light. But it shows here that you're not fake. You're not fake. You're very real. You're honorable. You have integrity. You have morals. It's not like you think of the future. You think of the I don't know why I want to say detriment. You see the detriment that somebody wants to do. Something is coming to light with you. You're starting to see somebody's motives that you didn't see before. Anyway. Whatever. Pardon me. All right, Aries, what's going on with Aries? Tell me what's going on with Aries. 3 cards for Aries. Aries, you need to stand on business. Stand on what you know. Oh, yes. Stand on what you know. Okay, so somebody wanted you in sadness. Somebody wanted you broken. Somebody wanted you caught up with a case and feeling gross, feeling disgusted. But you have more self-control and you didn't take the bait. Okay? You learn from your lessons. You learn from your experiences, and you're having patience in this. You're very solid because you've sacrificed a lot of blood, sweat, and tears to get to where you are. You're not willing to sway that. You're not wanting for history to repeat itself. So you cleared out some major patterns that may have been a possible risk to you, and you took away the risk factor in your situation, and you're out here calling your fucking power back. You are a force all on your own. I'm just telling you that right now with these cards. You are a force all on your own. You're very reflective. You're not obsessed with this reflection. You learn from it. You alchemize it. You apply it. You're holding patience. You've got major self-control. You're not out here taking risks. You're standing on business. You are learning these patterns. You are applying these patterns, whatever this may seem like to you, but you are definitely an alchemist. The 5 of Cups here in the reverse, you're alchemizing all of this pain and sorrow and sadness into something beautiful and strong. and very powerful, I might add. With the High Priestess out here and the Hanged Man, yeah. I'll tell you, you've made your sacrifices that you needed to make throughout your life to know what you know and to have the wisdom that you had, that you have. It's, why had? Somebody's trying to make it look like everything that you've learned, everything that you've applied, all of your reflection, all of your patience, your self-control, your ability to stand on business, the capacity to hold your power and to call it back and to stand in it. The fact that you are initiated with the High Priestess. The High Priestess is very initiated. Okay? You've been through hell and back. Okay? You're not... you are not somebody to be fucking with. You're not one to mess with. I'm going to tell you that right now. You need to stand on business. You have authority here. Whatever you're doing, wherever you're going, however you're moving, you have authority. Don't allow somebody to come in and diminish you. What's going on with my Leos? Queen of Pentacles reversed and the World reversed. One more for Leo. Yeah. This Leo, you're not getting your wish fulfillment because you're out here with every Tom, Dick, and Harry, first of all. You want your cake and eat it too. You do not want a divorce. You don't want to break up. You don't want to look, you are looking back. But you don't want something to end. And this is why you're receiving some sort of bad luck with this, some sort of transformation. You thought you were finding balance within a transformation of creating some sort of bad luck. This revenge that you're taking isn't going to be very good. I'm just going to let you know. You're not passing forward. You're not passing go. You will not collect $200. The World reversed and the Nine of Cups reversed. It's like you're emotionally manipulating someone. You're emotionally tied to someone. You're not moving. You're not rising. You're not moving forward, Leo. Okay, quite frankly, you're very selfish. I'm not going to lie. With the Queen of Pentacles in the reverse, I'm getting a very selfish energy, specifically with the revenge, retaliation, plotting back, plotting payback, punishing, getting even. It's not going to work out in your favor. It's going to blow up in your face. Okay? I would just stop now. This is your warning to stop now. The Six of Cups. You need to move forward. Four of Pentacles. Focus on your own. Sag. The Empress reverse with Sag. Are you self-sabotaging? Are you trying to keep the rage in? Maybe you're underwhelmed, you're bored. Two of Pentacles. Juggling too much in the dating scene. Trying not to look sneaky, can't walk away. Eight of Cups. Self-sabotaging by juggling too much and can't walk away from it. Because you want to be the honorable one. You're trying to keep your wits about you with the dating scene, by the looks of it. You're trying to be as real as possible, being authentic. You're trying to move forward. You're having a hard time walking away because you're juggling too much. You got too much on your plate right now. And the Empress, it seems like you're self-sabotaging something. Something that you're trying to build for yourself. And like I'm also picking up on the fact that you don't feel that you have enough self-worth to build something new for yourself. If you're in this Empress energy, I'm picking up you want to keep it drama-free, but you're overthinking it. If you have this Empress energy out here, you have every right to turn this right side up and nurture this new idea. Don't allow the insecurities of making somebody mad. It's like I'm with the fired up in the reverse. I feel like you're trying to fan the flames so that way it's not going to get out of control. You're trying to keep things light. You don't want to have things complicated. But it seems by you taking on more than you can bear and you can't walk away from it, from these commitments, you're now self-sabotaging what you've built for yourself. And you're trying to stay calm. You're trying to find the strength you don't feel that you have. And I feel like you're lacking vision because of you not thinking that you're being productive. I'm really picking up on the fact that you feel bored and unfulfilled. Meanwhile, you're trying to stay in a very zen, very kind of dignified kind of energy. I kind of feel like you want to snap out. But keep the lightness and innocence about you. Even though you don't see the vision right now, doesn't mean that the vision won't come to you, so give yourself some patience. All right? You know, I don't understand why I have open tables almost 3 times a week. And every time I don't have an open table, everybody's asking for a reading. But as soon as I have an open table, nobody shows up. It boggles my mind. Like, I give specific nights for that. And the people that want a reading throughout the week that bug me in the chat about it, oh, can you read me? Can you do this? They don't even bother showing up for the open tables. Like, it boggles my mind. But anyway, collective, we're going to move on. We've done the earth signs, we've done the air signs, we've done the fire signs. We are now doing the water signs. Okay? So, if you are a Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio, this could be for you. Calm. Turtle wisdom. The wild card is on the bottom of the deck. Okay. Is this where it gets spicy? Well, independence. We got cycle. We got reflection. Patience in reverse. And strength. Whatever. Alright. Cancer. 3 cards for Cancer. Alright. Pisces. Cancer, Pisces, and Scorpio. That's too many. Alright. Cancer. I feel that you're taking things way out of context. And you really need to focus on your maturity and your ability to embrace change. Change cannot happen without death, but this death does not necessarily mean physical death. It could represent the ending of a relationship, a situation, or simply your decision to not continue with the same old habits. The Jaguar is asking you to grow the fuck up. The bear symbolizes a strong source of support in times of difficulty and adversity. It may be time for you to stand for your beliefs or your truth. With strength and confidence, you are free to roam at will and follow your path. However, you're taking things way too seriously. And I kind of feel like there's a lot of deception here. And this is why the Jaguar is asking you to grow the fuck up. Because I really feel that you've had your own destiny this whole time, but you've been jealous and envious of somebody else's. And instead of taking responsibility and taking ownership of your own, you're out here trying to take ownership of somebody else's. That's not even yours. It doesn't even have your DNA. It doesn't have your core structure frequency. And you're out here trying to play the part of somebody else's destiny, and it's not working out for you very well. Okay. Pisces, you're definitely going through a transition. Productivity seems to be up, and if it's not, it will be. You may be a little overwhelmed right now, but you need to cast out some boundaries. You need to move around with some boundaries. Okay? You don't have any boundaries right now, and you need to put some down with who you are associating with. I think this is why you're not calm. This is why you're uncertain. Scorpio, I really feel that you're dealing with some sort of insecurities, having confidence regarding some sort of bad news that you're receiving. You're really needing to focus on your independence. Focus on yourself. All right, Scorpio? It's very evident right now that you need to go inward, and you really need to be in this energy of alchemy and transformation, because you are the sign of transformation. All right, Scorpio? Your card is the death card, right? The things that no longer serve you need to be eradicated out of your experience, so that way you can focus on your own. But this requires you to be accountable and be, in this energy of healing, because you got a lot of shit going on right now. And I think this is what's trying to sway your confidence. All right. Cancer. Yeah. You're being told not to take revenge, and you need to stop spreading rumors. If you're wondering whether or not you made the wrong decision, you did. You're no longer connected to your intuition. Your intuition has been blocked. I'm really kind of picking up on a fact that you've been bound. With this tether in the reverse. You very well could be being watched. You could be investigated. Somebody's observing you. Social media stalking, keeping an eye on you, obsessed with you, being watched. Wrong reasons, contemplating, stay or leave, uncertain. Anyway. And then we got the revenge card in the reverse. Spirit's saying, do not take retaliation, do not plot payback, do not punish, do not get even. You need to let it lie and focus on yourself. And apparently the Jaguar is telling you to grow the fuck up, so I would agree with that. Pisces. Okay, so you're not reminiscing. If you're into black magic or dark magic, or you've been hexing someone, that's gonna backfire. You need to face the music, face the reality, but you're not. You got a dark night of the soul coming, and you're having to face your shadow. You're having to face your inner truth. You need to see the true colors for what they are through your hate. And disingenuine compassion. It's all backfiring on you. This is why you're not calm. This is why you literally had no boundaries. You were thought you were gaining productivity, no. You're basically shooting yourself in the foot. Apparently the signs were there for you, but you didn't listen. Scorpio. All right. So somebody didn't think that you had the confidence to cut somebody off. They didn't want you cutting them off, Scorpio. And you're going to be getting some bad news about a karmic. This was apparently supposed to be some sort of a soulmate of yours. It's not going to be good news. I'm also picking up for you, Scorpio, that there's definitely something here about somebody wanted you to be dependent on them, or somebody was dependent on you. And somebody has no other choice now but to see their own independence, to find their own independence. They cannot escape this. Maybe it's something that you need to focus on. You have been avoiding your own independence. Maybe you have been dependent on someone. Maybe this is a transition you're going through. It could very well be regarding a karmic that you're dealing with. Somebody doesn't feel that you have the confidence enough to cut them off. Somebody's almost edging you on to cut them off without saying it, because they don't think that you would. But I'm really kind of picking up on they like to manipulate you. Or there's some sort of manipulation here happening. And because you're not standing on business, or you're not standing up for yourself, or this person's not standing up for themselves, flip it where it needs to go. But I'm really kind of picking up on the fact that you need to focus on your independence. And focusing on choosing you. I don't know. Hugs right back at you, Melissa. Renee. I was meaning to say Renee, not Melissa. But hugs to you too, Melissa. Regardless. Hugs for everyone. Except my haters. You can fuck off and go rot in a ditch like you wanted me to. I got no time for you. All right. Cancer. What's going on with Cancer? Oh, so you're trying to put to rest your instability and your inability to move forward. And you feel that by trying to clear out this betrayal will do that. Okay. Pisces. There's something you can't walk away from that's being illuminated. That's creating some major sadness in your life. Can I get a little bit of clarification? Yeah. 10 of Swords. Certain shit that was said that you can't walk away from. You're wanting to heal something, but you're emotionally tied to something. Emotionally manipulating. Get it together, Pisces. Scorpio. There's definitely something about having a wake-up call, Scorpio. You're biting off way more than you can chew, and you really need to save some for tomorrow, is what I'm being told. The Nine of Pentacles here. Somebody's siphoning off of you to draining you. It's going to be a huge wake-up call. It's going to be I wouldn't say it's a do or die situation, but it very well could be a slow demise. If you deplete yourself to the point where you have nothing left to give, how do you expect to support people? How do you expect to support yourself? But I don't want to be selfish, Aiden. Yet, you know what? There's a fine line between being selfish to replenish your energy and then being selfish to just be gluttonous. But I don't think you're in this energy of selfishness to gluttonous. You're trying to preserve your energy. You're trying to recoup. You're trying to, regain your confidence after some sort of bad news. Maybe regarding your independence. Something that you can't avoid. Something to do with the karmic energy. And something to do with not having the confidence to cut them off. It's going to be a wake-up call. You're going to have to allow your inner light to guide you in this. Because you got way too many irons in the fire at this point, or you're working too much and you're burning yourself out. It very well could be that you're burning yourself out, or this karmic is trying to burn you out. So that way you remain dependent on them. And that way you can't escape. And that way you cannot have your independence. So I'd be very careful. Have hope. Continue to heal. Wish fulfillment is coming. But you need to be in the right frequency to receive it. Allow the divine to guide you. You don't know all the information. It's because you have to utilize your other senses. You can't rely on the people around you and what's being said to you. You can't rely on what you see. You have to use your other senses in order to gain insight. Yeah, because there's some sort of deception out here. Queen of Swords in reverse. Yeah. Knight of Swords reversed and the Ten of Wands. The lies and the deception is being put to rest. I'm hearing there's no choice but to do this. This person, whoever's been lying out here in the spiritual streets, not going to work out very well for them. It doesn't have to be a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, because it's Queen of Swords in the reverse, so it could be anybody in that energy. All right, collective. That's it. That's all for the evening. I want to say thank you to those that donated. It's greatly appreciated. If you'd like to donate, if you'd like your own personal reading, the description box will have all the information. You're more than welcome to reach out. I do have about a 12 to 24 hour turnaround time. You can reach it through the Hipsy link. I was debating on having a open table again tomorrow night, but I'm probably going to just do another collective. We'll see. We'll see the energy of the day, see how that turns out. But anyone that has donated to the channel, thank you so much. It's greatly appreciated. I do need help with my bills, so if you can donate to help me out with that, it would be greatly appreciated. I can't say it enough. I do very much feel great gratitude from my supporters and my tribe. Hey Taurus, tonight's reading was not in your favor. It's probably not your message. Probably why you're jumping in at the end. The Taurians, it's a very karmic message this evening. It may resonate. If it does, it does. If it doesn't, don't get offended. Brace yourself. The Taurus, the Cancers, the Aquarians, yeah, the Geminis even. Rather karmic energy. But anyway. Thank you so much, guys and gals, for being a part of my crew. I don't want to stay up here too late. I want to get some sort of sleep. And again, collective, I would so much rather be doing personal readings. So if you have it in you to help me out throughout this month, Hipsy is there for donations, for readings. I would love to have a one-on-one session with you guys. I'm tired of this collective energy. I need a break. So if we could focus on private readings where you guys are like, I don't know, getting one once a month or something would be awesome. I'm almost ready to put together a package to where, well, I'm not going to say it. Because unfortunately, I don't get to say that. I don't get to say what I enjoy. I don't get to say what I'm working on. I don't get to say anything happy because every time I do, it basically gets sabotaged. And people be throwing me evil eye and attacking absolutely everything I'm building. So anybody in that energy, anybody in that frequency, I rebuke you. I bind you from doing harm against myself or anyone that supports me. And may anything or any ill will that you choose to put towards me or my tribe, may it be eradicated. May it be ricocheted away, and may my supporters and the people that you direct that to, whether it would be me or my tribe, may we be protected. Your twin flame will teach you lessons where your soulmate will be in alignment with you. So learn those lessons so that way you can be in the frequency to receive your soulmate. Everybody's out here thinking, oh, I found my twin flame. I found my twin flame. All you did is walk into a lesson. Whether that's a karmic or divine one is up to the flavor of the energy. But allow it to elevate you into the frequency to receive that divine union. It depends on the lessons learned and the ascension. I might have a vortex episode tomorrow. I haven't had one of those in a while. There's definitely been a couple of vortex live streams that I wanted to do, that I wanted to talk on. But I've been biting my tongue. And although I don't sugarcoat shit over here, I definitely hold my tongue sometimes. Trying to be compassionate still. But anyway, if you guys want a reading, reach out for a personal. The descriptions are in the box there, whether it's the links or the description. You can reach out to me in my DMs. Make sure you send me a message if you do. Otherwise, I'll probably block and delete you. You want to probably say that you found me on YouTube and you're just cross-referencing and opening up a dialogue. In that way, it's putting you in alignment for when you donate, you can actually get a personal message. If you want, you can order a personal message. An average reading lasts about an hour. A good reading is an hour, hour and a half. So but anyway, if you can't be good at it, please be good to yourself so that way you can be good to others. And I'll catch you in the next one. Thank you, tribe.